Hello YouTubers, this is the Garage Woodworker, and today I want to talk to you about a simple organization project. One of the hardest things to organize are tapes and electrician tapes and duct tape, and this is a very simple solution on how to get a very basic woodworking project. Virtually anyone can do that and actually make their organization much better. First we start with a piece of wood. Any piece of scrap wood will do. This happened to be a piece of pallet wood, but that is not important. And then you need to give some thought to what you want to hang. This is a versatile product because you can actually hang tapes, or you can hang tools, or you can hang keys, anything at all that you would like to. So let's say we wanted something like that. You get a general idea of the distance that you're going to use your pegs. The only other material you're going to need will be a dowel, and depending on what you plan to hang, the diameter of the dowel can be smaller or larger. And other than that, I have a small saw here. You don't need that, of course. You can cut the dowel to the desired length using any hand saw. This is a very handy little tool, and it's a Harbor Freight tool that can be had for about $29. So if you have one of those, it makes the job that much faster. Lastly, you need a Forstner bit that is the diameter of your dowel. Once you have put your Forstner bit on your drill, and you can use a corded or a cordless drill, take your wood and make a decision. You can make pencil marks of where you want to make your holes. Or you can just space them evenly depending on the project. Again, it's very versatile. And the key here, make sure that your drill is in the forward position, and you start the hole down, and then you're going to see you just tilt it, and that will allow you to have an angle that prevents the things from slipping off. So you get close. You can come very close up here if you want. Ready? Mm-hmm. You need to come, so if you can throw here, so this end of the Forstner bit is actually below the wood, and that's when you're going to stop, and that tells you have enough of a place to insert the dowel. Then you take your dowel, you insert it in the hole, and it automatically has the correct angle. If you follow that consistently, actually the angle will be very similar. It is not critical, it's identical. And I would put a dab of glue in that hole to finish the project and making sure it's not going to move. Now, the dowel pieces really depends on what you want to hang out of it. Again, this little saw makes it extremely easy, but it is not a necessary item to have. And here we are with the finished project. You repeat this process. I don't think I need to repeat it throughout, but you can see in the finished product, it's very versatile. I chose here to have the dowel pieces in different distances, so I can accommodate different size bobbins. Again, you can use the same principle and make, with a smaller dowel, make a keychain. You can make the wood as wide, as long, as short as you want, or you can finish it if you want it for a house project, and you can definitely use the router to make it softer. But this is a very easy beginner woodworker project. I will show you one more time the process of making the holes. Again, you start and you start going down. And then once you are in, you just rotate the drill. Until you're just, can you come close up on this? Until your drill is just level almost with the wood area. And again, you take your piece of dowel in there. I will definitely put some glue in it, but really you almost don't need it. As you can see, that has enough strength just by pressure to lift this board. So, but for longevity, I will definitely put a little dab of either epoxy or wood glue, and I will continue this project for as long as you want to go. Again, this you can use a hand saw to cut. You don't have to use a fancy saw. So you don't really need a lot of tools. And you will get the same result, just that it takes a little longer. So as you see, even a cheap saw can achieve the same results. And there we have the second dowel. Make sure that you always tilt your drill in the same direction so your dowels are going to be the same direction. And you can see the utility of this. You can have the dowels the same length or different lengths. I like them to be approximately the same length. And you just repeat the process for the length of the board you have. This is again a very beginning woodworking project, and you can do with any scrap that you have around your shop. One thing I want to point out, here in the Midwest, is very cold, is this little heater. This is an indoor safe propane heater that's called Big Body, and I just purchased it because it has become really cold where I live. And I work out of my garage, as I've said before. I don't have a shop, and that is a temporary solution to my heating needs when I do woodworking. It is actually 7 degrees outside, and yet it is reasonably comfortable here to do this small project and not having to worry about freezing to death. Okay. So here is again the finished product, and you can see how very conveniently you can store all your electrical tapes, duct tapes, any form of tape that comes into a tube. Again, this project can be really adapted. You can make keychains out of it, you can hang clothes out of it. It is a very versatile beginner project that doesn't require anything more than a drill and a saw.